Hi, Jet here. A quick video about my wow, flutter and rumble-less motor, an alternative drive for old-time record cutting lathes, actually for modern ones too if you want one. We need to take the tire of the Presto K family platters if you want use my motor for once, and ignore the condition of the lathe, it's before restoration. When you get the motor, it's going to arrive in two parts. The upper table and the base of the motor with the drive unit, and separate the power supply. Okay? The first thing is to place the motor close to the lathe. Take one of the belt drives supplied. I'm going to send you different sizes of the belts every time, so you may match the perfect one for your particular lathe. Anyway, when the motor is closed, with motor facing to the lathe and your drive unit facing to you, you need to put the belt on, and this may take a while and it's a bit irritating, I may say. I'm going to try to make it quick, but if the platter has no lip like this one, it may take a while, really. Okay, we have the belt on right now, but it doesn't mean the motor is aligned. I have set the level of the pulley before I started the video, so my pulley is leveled with the middle range of the platter. Anyway, you won't have such a comfortable situation. You are going to adjust the height of the pulley with the four table supporting knots. Okay, so the first thing you need to make the same level with the platter, and the next thing is to align it so the belt is going to run all over like a middle range of the platter's head. And this is really going to take a while. The belt needs to set. You need to set the proper tension. Just feel with your finger if it's not too tight and it's not too loose. And this is the time to start the motor. It still doesn't mean the motor is all fine. We need to put the strobe mat on. I have some strobe mats, but anyway, I wanted to put the heavy turntable platter on to even increase the wave of the platter to show you how nice torque this motor has. Okay, let us start. The first time we are starting the motor, it may happen that the belt is going to fall down because obviously it's not aligned yet. Okay, remember that the axis of your motor unit must be in line with the platter. You cannot put it like this. Okay, that's wrong, because the axis is not facing the platter. You cannot put it like this. Okay, because the axis is not facing the center of the platter. You always need to have the motor with the platter and one axis. You may go like this. What this is for? This is for to keep. Could I have the camera please here? This is for to have the motor on its rail, freely moving forward. Okay, so this is why we need to have the motor with the axis, an axis with the platter. Okay, I'm going to start the motor, and this is possible the belt fails. Okay, because I said it's not aligned yet. I have switched the plugged in the power supply. Avoid to play with the power supplying plug too much, as it's going to be damaged. It's very fragile. So I'm going to put the mains socket in, and this is how the motor starts. Have a look. It starts very slowly. This is not because it has a big load. This is how it is programmed to start smoothly. And the motor already runs happily. The belt didn't fall down. Okay, now we may have a look if it's aligned properly. It is, because I did it before. But it may happen that the belt will travel along the platter, up and down, up and down. It does mean that the angle is badly aligned. So you need to play with these four nuts to make the belt still on the platter. Sometimes it takes 5 seconds, sometimes it takes half an hour. Please don't be irritated, because it's very important, okay? to have your perfect pitch still. Okay, let's say we have the belt still on the platter and the motor works. Let's focus on these two lights and the programmer and your strobe. What you hear is a platter rumble. This is not because of the drive, this is because of the bearing being not serviced yet, okay? I may see, this is the strobe light. It's a microprocessor driven, so it will be still independent of your mains frequency, okay? As I see, it's a 33 RPM. This is what the light shows. The left LED shows 33, but the motor runs too fast, okay? I'm going to go to the front for a while, okay? So, it's a 33 RPM. If I could have placed the camera here on the driver, okay. And the left LED flashing. Okay, I can have the camera both on the platter and the driver. That's it. Okay, fine. So I'm going to push the programmer pot in for 5 seconds or so. And you see the 33 RPM LED started to blink. This means I may program the speed right now. So I'm going to turn the pot anti-clockwise to slower the speed. The speed looks fine. I could have the camera. Yeah, that is perfect. Okay. Once I have it done, I do another one click on a speed adjusting pot. And as you see, the LED stopped blinking and it is still light. Now I move the speed switch from, oh, it's here, from 33 to 45. I need to take a while. And we've got 45 RPM speed now on our platter. And I can say it's still a bit too fast. So what I need to do is to push the same pot in again for 5 seconds. The LED light, the right light, the 45 RPM one started to blink. It again means it's ready to be programmed. And I need to slow down the speed again with the same pot. Once it's fine, I need to push the pot once again. And the LED stays still. Programming the 45 doesn't mean I've reprogrammed the 33. Because now I may take the switch and be back to 33. Please observe the lights. And the 33 is still fine. So we have both speeds now. 33 with the left light, click. 45 with the right one. If you want to half speeds or 78, don't worry, you may adjust it for any speed. So that's it. If you're using the heating lamp, it may happen that your rubber belt drive will extend a bit. So after a couple of cuts with really much of the heating light on it, you have to adjust the belt tension, moving the motor back a bit. And it's going to have a proper tension again. So what I'm going to warn you about, this is a very fragile equipment, because making it so fragile and just tiny reduces our vibrations and the audible noise. So be careful, any play with the cables, any playing with the power plug, any play with your felt padding. Please take your time, take your whole afternoon to have it set properly. Don't rush. And with this kind of motor, you're going to have no wall, no flutter, no rumble, perfect pitch, and no vibrations on your silent groove or on recording. So this is how it works. Once again, it's 45. And we're going to go down to 33. Thank you.